All right, friends, welcome back in the Golden Tee Lounge. I'm Kevin Lindsay. This is Mystic Hills, our Golden Tee 4 remastered course from 2018, and it is Monday Mix-Up. You are looking at hole 5, nice little drivable par 4 to kick things off, although not the very easy look that we would hope to get. Take a look at our equipment. Nothing has changed usually. I'm pretty consistent when it comes to sticking to my Build-A-Bag and the grabber golf ball or the dart. This instance, 9.5 degree driver, 10.5 degree driver. If you've never played Mystic Hills from a few years ago, this is a pretty good bag to set up. The two drivers we always talk about having, 10.5 degree, very, very important. And then either the 8.5 or the 9.5 degree driver. Because I've got it selected, I will use the dart golf ball, one of the new golf balls for Golden Tee 2020. See how it treats me on Mystic Hills, and then we'll go from there. $1,300 prize pool, $118 top prize. Already clipping trees, which is not a good sign. Chris Knight, Kevin O'Connor, George Von K, thank you guys for joining us on Facebook. I know we've got a few people popping up on YouTube and other social media as well. Not the start we wanted here, but that's all right. Daily contest for Golden Tee 2020. If you have never played it before, same course, same wins, same pins, same tee boxes, whole shebang for 24 hours straight until 12 a.m. Central Time. And if you find a Golden Tee 2020 commercial game near you, you can get out there, play it. It is, 5:15 Central Time, so you've got about 6 hours and 45 minutes to get out there, play as many times as you want. Best score could potentially win you part of that prize pool. Hole 7, another drivable par 4. This I have a good feeling about. Let's pull up some scores for the daily contest today. Right now, with a few hours left to go, Joe Massara in first place with a 33 under, Jeff Landon, Evan Gossett, and Mark Burgess, 31 unders in second, third, and fourth. So great shot points being the tiebreaker for second, third, and fourth right now. We usually play 3 to 5 games when it comes to the daily contest live streams. We'll see how that goes, depending on how well or how poorly I'm playing. Can change the feeling there. Longer look here on hole 3, which is actually hole 12, 358 yards. But we're going to have a nice little elevation change here, which is going to help us drive the green in one. So I'm just going to move the tee over. High tee, I am using the dart golf ball, so it's going to catch the green and then slow down just a little bit. Happy Monday to Mr. Hellgreen. Beatman's Halloween Haunt is still a hilarious YouTube channel name. You do not suck when you have a handicap that is 10.60. It just means you're new to this game you are playing, and maybe you're just not playing enough. This is a good sign. 2 bad shots within 3 holes usually means that I get my ass in gear by game 2 or game 3. So we're going to probably have a bad score here. But again, this is my first time playing this contest and this setup. So I always come in here with a fresh set of eyes. So when you guys get, watch these videos and join us in the lounge here, you're seeing everything for the first time just like me, unless you've already been out there playing. So I like that because I make mistakes. I'm a normal Golden Tee player, 26, 7, 8 handicap, whatever the case may be, and I make mistakes, but after a couple of games, seeing the same setups, seeing the wins and pins, figuring out if I need to change my club set or, golf ball or my approach shots, that's when you really start to hit the money. That's why guys like Evan Gossett and Joe Massara, they do so well in daily contests because they play, 10 to 20 to 30 games, or if not more, in these contests. They learn those shots, and then eventually they execute them through one game. So daily contest tool or daily contest play is an excellent tool for new players to get out there and learn some new shots. Hole number 5 is actually hole number 8. Nice little par 5. Much easier from now than when it was in Golden Tee 4 back in the day, just with those clubs, tees, and golf balls. Alright, we are putting, which is important. Justin from Facebook, yo to you as well. Want to make sure I don't miss out on anybody who is joining us. Hole number 6. This has always been a fun hole for me. So when you're playing Mystic Hills on, daily contest or prize play or, classic course of the week, whatever the case may be, this is actually hole 10. So I look at this as a fun hole. If you had a bad front 9, you can either attempt a really bad shot trying to get eagle or a hole in 1 on this drivable par 4. Or if you have a really good game going, you can play it carefully. I'm going to kind of play it in between, but at least getting on the green, getting an extra stroke. There are times where this is 370 yards or farther back, and you won't be able to get that eagle, or it's very unlikely. This is not one of those cases, though. Nice 10.5 degree driver, and that's why I brought it up earlier. Use that 10.5 degree driver to tee it high and let it fly, as Ira Dean says in the Golden Tee theme song from back in the day.
Oh my! Gotta love these fairway lots.
Check in with our fans on Golden Tee Fan. Get it? Hole 7, very straightforward, par 4, and that is because this is actually hole 1 when you see this course in the regular contests. You didn't get a chance to check it out, or you didn't see Adam Kramer and I's live stream on Friday for Freaky Friday. Coral Ridge is this week's event, so both on the commercial game and the home edition side, Coral Ridge, our Golden Tee 3D Golf remastered course from Golden Tee 97, that has taken over the contest. It was, thank you, John, RJW, appreciate it, the compliments on the shot. Hopefully we have more good shots and less bad ones. But Coral Ridge, next Monday, is unleashed into prize play and daily contest rotation. This is not a good shot. Not sure what I did there, but that's all right. I get compliments on hitting a good shot, and then I follow it up with some shit like that. That's all right. Hole out. But Coral Ridge, weekly event on the commercial side. Play 5 games. Your total score, great shot points, Golden Tee points, all add up to get your best score. $750 top prize. I think it's like a $7,700 prize pool. And then on the home edition side, 10-man contests, $1.50 entry fee. So very different setups there, but a lot of fun. And then next Monday, like I said, daily contest, prize play, casual play, stats play, all that, it gets unlocked. If you're looking to get a home edition, anything you need to know. The biggest difference between the commercial and home edition is the prize play is not your traditional prize play. Whereas this game I'm on now, I'm playing the daily contest because it's a 2020 commercial game. The home edition has prize play in the form of invitational contests and events, but it's identical, just without the vault is the way we describe it to players. But you can use the same golfer, same stats. Little tricky setup here on hole 9. This is actually hole 11. A little bit deeper of a setup with that 10-mile-an-hour wind in your face. So a little bit challenging for a newer player that might not know what clubs to use or the golf balls to use, but that's why we try to be here to help. That's definitely a hole. After I play game 2 or 3 and I'm actually shooting well the first 8 holes, this will be the hole that I screw up on some silly shot. So 9 under, not the score that you're really wanting to hit. If you're shooting 9 after 9 and you're happy with it, no big deal. I just know there's a lot more opportunity out there. We are also exactly 1 month away from our first National Golden Tee Tournament of the year, the Florida Open down in St. Cloud, Florida, which is technically Orlando. We call it Florida Open, Orlando Open. Neither here nor there. But it is wintertime It is cold in a lot of the places in the world, in the U.S. Also, it is kind of, it is also actually warm in some places here. Chicago can't figure out if it's spring, summer, or fall. But the important thing is get an excuse to go out to Orlando, Florida for 4 days. Join the Power Events Golden Tee Tour. First stop, location. I believe this is the same location for about 4 years now. Same owner, even though it's a different location, we the same business partner of Power Events for about the last 8-9 years, I believe. But wonderful location. It's a huge bar, restaurant. It's got a pool hall in it. It's got a dance floor that we take over for the tournament. Steve, Russ, Page, you know, the whole team, Matt as well. They do a great job taking things over. Myself, Travis Tressler, Andy Kuhlman, Paul Tiffany, all from IT side will be there streaming all weekend long. Richard King and Golden Tee TV will be there providing lots of coverage of the event as well. Very excited to see what the year 2020 has to bring. We talk about it a lot, and eventually, like a month or two, we could talk about it more. Major announcements coming from all different angles in 2020. You know, for Golden Tee Golf, for, you know, the whole brand, for the mobile game, for national tournaments, everything. So it's going to be an exciting year here for us. So happy that you guys are always joining us, chiming in, even when you guys tag me in stupid stuff on Golden Tee Fan, or you know, make fun of the way I look or something I say during these live streams. I still actually appreciate most of you either way. Also, can't seem to find, for some reason, I'm trying to get back into my Golden Tee Fan watch party. There we go. For some reason, it was it ditched out on me. But if you guys have any questions about, you know, events coming up, I know there are a few local events coming up as well. I believe Texas has the Texas Shootout. Virginia has the Snow Cow Open coming up. We'll get some information posted on social media for those events as well. Those are events that have been going on for a few years now. Huge, you know, those are definitely growing and have done so over the last couple of years. So excited for those events as well. Back to Mystic Hills, which is kicking my ass right now. Hole 14 is actually hole 15, so not far off of the typical rotation for this course. I actually, as much as I love the darts for some of these older courses, I think I'm going to have to switch back to grabbers. Bill, it is February 6th through the 10th is the Florida Open event. You can go to pegttour.com. You could also look up PEGT Tour Florida Open on Facebook and join the Facebook event. I believe we have 110 people signed up already. The last couple events of the 2019 season have had over 100 players. That was a really, really bad shot. But Florida, of course, I love going to Florida in the middle of winter because, peace out, Illinois, it is cold. But it's also a wonderful event. A lot of locals show up. Lee Chepnick is another guy who has helped do a lot for Golden Tee tournaments and the Power Events Tour. And he's Florida. The Los Ciavos are in Florida as well. Lots of fun, key people in the Golden Tee community. If you've never been to an event, this is a perfect excuse to get out there and join us. You know, whether you're new to Golden Tee or maybe you just play the mobile game and the darts. See, if I was using grabbers, it'd be in the hole. Damn it. But that's okay. Jonathan Cochran, thank you. I'm glad he is not at his... It's a running joke, and if you are not on Facebook watching this, you wouldn't understand, but he is not... He just said he's not at his job. Let's just leave it at that. Chris Hennig, thank you for joining us. Hole 17. This is actually a fun setup. This is normally hole 2. This is potentially drivable here. I hit that. That was a bad... I didn't mean to go out all the way, but... Even in this instance, still a good opportunity. Still a good opportunity to chip for eagle. And we'll just, grabbers it is. That's the change we're making for game 2, is going to the grabbers. Finish it off. Not a bad par 3. This is hole 4. Typically the first par 3 that you see on Mystic Hills. There's going to be a lot of hole-in-ones on that hole 4 there. All right, not the best game. 22 under. Again, this is the first game of Golden Tee I've played all day. First game of the daily contest. So now we have all seen that setup. Like I said, I'm going to change over to the grabber golf balls. I think that'll really help me out in some of the shots I'm looking at. Hopefully that'll do the trick for us. But like I said, Florida Open, always a good time. Last year's event was a lot of fun for a lot of different reasons. But get an opportunity to hang out with some of the IT people, you know, Golden Tee TV, Power Vents, you know, everybody that puts in the time and the effort for these huge events will be at this event, you know, the first event of the year, and it will be a lot of fun. I am going to try a 5-wood for hole 1. Not the distance I needed. Hey, look at that. Bounce right over the deer. I'm sure there's a limerick around somewhere for that. So hole 1, which is normally hole 5, it's going to be difficult to get there in 1, at least as I see it right now. I'm sure one of the top guys will tell me otherwise soon. If you hole out for it, you get some great shot points, which is also very beneficial. So Zach, with Monday Mix-Up, everything is mixed up. So the way it works is we take the numbers 1 through 18, we throw it in a randomizer tool, and then that, however it gets spit out, is how we put it into the daily contest tool. So it's actually completely randomized. Sometimes we do have specific themes. I clearly didn't listen the first time when the first game when I hit a poor shot. Now I missed it to the left. That's okay. But no, basically we take a course that we want, we throw it up, and jumble up the numbers, and that's how it gets put in there. It's not based on difficulty. No matter what skill level you are on the daily contest, you'll play in the same. You'll play in the same contest. This feels so much better than the first shot I hit. I will gladly take the eagle.
It's on the dance floor, Jim.
Thanks for the question, Zach. Appreciate it. What else do we have going on? I know I just watched a video Adam recorded for tomorrow, so I'm trying not to steal his thunder with some of the stuff he's talked about. If any of our friends are going to be at the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando at the end of the month, a few of us will be down there. Adam Kramer, Josh Pick, Kelsey Marlega, some of our home sales team. They will be down there as well. So if you happen to be out there, make sure to give us a shout, say hello. Also, probably meeting with some of our, partners and sponsors out there as well. So it's an exciting time to be in Florida. A lot of Golden Tee related activities. Joe, happy Monday to you as well. Thanks for joining. So far, so good. We're only 1 stroke off par because I don't listen to my head or my heart. I'm feeling a hole out, though. Didn't get one when I was with Adam live streaming on Friday. But I think there's a lot of potential here with these setups. Could he call the hole out and then get one? That would be my luck. That would actually never happen, but I'll take it. Quick refresh on the daily contest. It's been about 20 minutes. Handful of 30 unders and 31s. Joe Massara still in first place with that 33 under. Don't know. I'm sure Evan Gossett is trying tirelessly right now to get a 33 under. Very rare gap there. Usually Joe is 1 stroke above the fold, but today, at least so far, he is 2. I'm going to hit this one a little bit harder. Although I hit that harder and it didn't go as far. So must be get thrown off a little bit. So Kurt, the new course is out on the home edition in events mode. So if you have a Golden Tee 2020 with an online subscription and it's a home edition, you can go into events mode and play Coral Ridge all week long. It is next Monday that it actually comes out across the board, you know, just to play in regular contests. Is this a hole out? Nope. Golden Boy, thank you for joining us. Alright, hole 8, which is actually hole 18. Nice little setup here. I was just trying to get cute and get some great shot points. But I think I figured out the problem. I just hit it too hard. And there we go. Alright, hole 9, this is typically hole 11. Like I said before, a little bit of a difficult setup here with that 10-mile-an-hour wind in your face. You're going to have to hit that pretty good with a C3 to avoid the water, but not out of the realm of possible. Shot points?
Perfect. Golfer 1 trying for eagle.
All right, 14 under after 9, much better than what we started off before. Hole 10, this is typically hole 16. Fun, drivable par 4. That 13-mile-an-hour wind did not blow to the right at all, but I will take the eagle.
Golfer 1, over. Well done for eagle.
Yeah, so with the home edition, you need to have the online subscription. I believe it is $9.99 a month or $100 for the year. So you're basically getting about 2 months free out of that. But that'll give you access to all the online home edition events, as long as, you know, state law and jurisdictions and all that stuff, and you're not in, you know, a non-prize place state. Access to invitational contest, online contest. You can play as your guy that you use on the commercial games, the whole 9 yards. Definitely worth it if you're getting that home edition. And I say that just to clarify. Oh, come on! I say that as somebody who has a home edition that he bought before he worked at IT and spent the money on the subscription before there was cool things like events for prizes. So, I know I'm the marketing guy here, but I mean that with sincerity because I did it before I worked here. So, take it from me. And about, I don't know, a couple thousand others. I don't even know what the number we're at. But a lot of people buying home editions, which is very fun. I know Adam teases it a little bit in his Freaky Friday preview video tomorrow, but I'll say it here. Home edition owners going to have a little bit bigger of a presence at the World Championship, which June 12th through the 14th in beautiful Las Vegas at the Orleans Hotel and Casino. If you haven't heard about it, get out from under the rock. Unless you're literally under the rock, then I don't blame you. Stay there. But in the unlikely chance that that's not happening, go to goldentee.com. Check out the website article for information. That was a really poor shot. Let's see if I can recover. But also, book those flights. Take advantage of those Southwest deals, and as they come up, book your flight to Vegas early. Going to be more qualifiers for this year's event. Also, more opportunities to actually go live and win at the Orleans. Not what I'd like to see, but oh well. Ruben, thank you for joining us. Good to hear from you, my friend. Brian, do you have to pay for each round in the home edition? No. With the home edition, every game is free unless you are playing an invitational contest or for events mode. So invitational contests, you go on the GT Caddy mobile app and you set up contests with your buddies through the app. With events mode, for example, a lot of our home edition events have been $1.50 going towards a prize pool, and then $50 for the ITnet fee. So there'll be a little bit of a cost that'll differ with each different event. But when it comes to, you know, your buddies coming over to play the game while you're hanging out and watching football, or you want to just bang out games Saturday at like 8 in the morning or whatever the case may be, no cost. Like I said, there's no vault on the home edition, so you're not paying for anything except, you know, those premium items like the invitational contest or events mode. Nick, thank you for joining us. Good to hear from you. Zach, I hope when you say you will be there to watch the St. Louis tournament, that means that you're going to be there and participate in the St. Louis tournament, because you can't go to a Golden Tee tournament, play Golden Tee, and not actually participate in the event. It's actually an unwritten rule that we have. So, and with these tournaments, it's not just top guys. There's usually 2 to 3 different brackets: gold, silver, purple, you know, for all kinds of different skill levels. And that was a little bit better of a shot. I'll hopefully get a little kick. All right, much better. I like my chances here to hole out for eagle. And then I chip like crap. All right, but hole 17, which is actually hole 2 in the regular rotation, definitely eagle opportunities there. But with the tournaments, you absolutely have to go and play at the tournament. All right, we're going to try this a little bit differently this time. I am using grabbers. So, oh, look at that. Don't know how that happened, but I'm going to appreciate it and putt in for eagle. Or, excuse me, birdie. Zach, that's okay. That's the benefit and the fun thing about playing in these tournaments, is that no matter what your skill level is, you're going to come away from these live events knowing more, having fun, having a lot more friends, probably consuming way more cold alcoholic beverages than you planned, but also you'll come away a much better Golden Tee player because of it. 25 under for game 2. We're getting there. Now is the opportunity to kind of close that gap. We'll probably play 1 or 2 more games here before we get out for, out of the lounge for the evening, but also out of the office for the day. I'm going to keep clapping my hands because I use them way too much. Nick, thank you for the love for the mobile game. It is definitely something that takes some adjustment and some getting used to. But once you get the hang of it, absolutely, it's a very fun game. It's very different than traditional Golden Tee. And like I said, once you get used to that part, that's when you see it as Golden Tee Mobile and Golden Tee arcade game, then it becomes something different for you. And Kurt, actually, Kurt, who shares the same last name as me, just spells it a little differently, has a good point as well. There's also the real-time rivals mode on the home edition that you can play as well. Shout out to that rock, because I hit another bad shot on this hole. If that rock wasn't there to save my ass, I would probably not have as good of a shot at eagle as I do right now. Oh, come on. Nothing hurts more than hitting a terrible tee shot knowing that this should be a hole that you eagle, and then hitting a great approach shot and just having the perfect line to the bottom of the cup, but not enough oomph to get there. Hole 1, not necessarily a gimme. I know a lot of top guys have figured out how to hit it. I have not yet, which is why I'm not a top guy. I did find the better shot to hit on hole 2, which is normally the drivable par 4 hole 7. So, got that eagle there, which is, it's about damn time. Also, hole 3, number 12 in the regular rotation. Hit a good shot there as well. Hopefully this one, actually, that feels really good. I like this. Oh. Damn it. All right, well, sometime this week, because there's a lot of different live streams that we're going to have, sometime this week we will get a hole up. I don't know if roll, I don't think roll would have gone in there. I don't think so.
No trouble here.
Alright, this one is fun. I'm actually going to try something different here. And I'm going to go at it naked with no spin. Because it's got that up 7 and that left 3, actually I should have played it more straight.
Call for one. For bird.
Arthur DeVries, Cam, thank you guys for joining us as well. Try my best to interact with you all as much as I can as I see the notifications pop up. Interesting approach, not the one I typically would go for, but I actually kind of like this 3 hybrid off of the top. Oh, go in. Damn it, that would have been good. Again, not your traditional approach, but that's the fun thing about playing a few games in each of these daily contests or whenever we do a live stream, because you never know what you're going to end up with. Alright, hole 6. Put a little release on it. Oh, that was a bad shot. Just get on the green and I will suffer later. Alright, we're on the green. Definitely did not want to hit it that far to the left. But, important thing again, you're on the green, putting in for eagle. Do not fret. Hole number 7, which is hole number 1. I'm actually going to try something different. So I'm going to high tee this. And you're probably thinking, why would you waste a tee on a simple hole like this? I want to hit it out farther right, to see if I had a better approach shot based off of the wind here. Now I'm a little bit in between clubs here, so it's not exactly what I wanted. But in theory, you know, that's the good thing about these daily contests is you have the opportunity to try different shots, to try approaches that you don't think would ever work. Kind of like that drive or the par 5 where we almost had a double eagle from a 3 hybrid off of the rough on top of a rock. You know, this is when it's the same setups for 24 hours. Get out there and play a couple times and just try different things, because you never know. You never know what you might actually pick up and take back to your regular 18-hole contest. All right, this is not wet. That's the important thing, I think. Came in a little hot there, but Florida Mike, what's going on, my friend? Hopefully see you in Florida at the Florida Open in a month. Cranky Dad UK, hello from the UK. All right, thank you. Good to hear from you. We miss our friends from the UK. Golden Tee Mobile has been going. It came out officially in October, but it actually was out in the UK for a good time before that for testing. So whether you've been playing it for a week or a couple months, we appreciate you joining us. Appreciate you also checking out the arcade game again. All right, so we're missing a potential stroke here on hole 1. It is a drivable par 4, not an easy setup, but clearly it is still drivable. Everything else clean with almost a couple of hole outs. So the 15 after 9, I will take it. I will be excited for it. Hole number 10 is normally hole 16. See if I cut this a little bit, if it'll help or hurt. Oh, see if that would have had a good chance there, but that's okay.
Ready to tee off. It's golfer 1.
All right, this one, hole 11, number 13 normally. Big elevation change, so you got to cut into it a little bit to take off some of that distance.
Great backspin. Golfer 1 has this for birdie.
Kurt and Sergio, I appreciate the fact that you say I make this look easy. It is very flattering. It also just means that over the last, I don't know, 25 years. Actually, will it be 25 years this year that I've been playing Golden Tee? Maybe. So 24, 25. I can never remember. But I've spent a lot of time in my life, in many, many stages of my life, playing Golden Tee. So if I'm not good by now, or some form of good, my parents and I have wasted a lot of money on this game over the years. Cranky Dad, I'm glad to hear it. It is definitely different than the arcade game. We've got a couple things in the works that you may or may not see. Hopefully see some Golden Tees out back that way a bit more. But more on that in the future as well. But I appreciate you being a fan and joining us back on here. Make sure you're following Golden Tee on all of our social media platforms. So whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that's where a lot of our day-to-day content comes from, and that is at Golden Tee. Same thing with YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. Those, the streaming platforms, of course, YouTube as well. Follow us, like, and subscribe there as well. Always giving away fun stuff on Fridays. We just gave away a 16 by 20 foot piece of wall art, which shipping is not going to be fun. It'd be a fan of me when I bring that over there later today. But always goodies and giveaways and tip videos and live streams and all kinds of stuff. And there's so much more content that we can be and will be bringing you guys over time. So very excited, but thank you guys for joining us and appreciating it.
Here's the backspin.
So Chris on Facebook asks about the 10.5 degree driver versus the 3-wood.
Ball for one. On tee.
I don't know if I really have a good chance to explain it, to show it here after I hit this hole in one, maybe. Ah, come on. Give a dog a bone sometime.
Hitting from a terrible.
Let me see what the next setup is.
On tee now. Ball for one.
So the difference with the 10.5 degree driver and the 3-wood is the distance. So in a lot of the applications where you're probably talking about it, where it was like a driver par 4, not much of a difference. It's actually be an interesting video to do. I wonder if Adam and I could put together some holes where we really see the difference in the two clubs. There's definitely, it's hard to say unless you're actually using it and trying it, but there's definitely an opportunity to have both the 3-wood and the 10.5 degree driver.
Next up, ball for one.
So the way that the back end of the app is set up, and with ITNet, it doesn't have a good way to really display that. Come on, go in. Yeah! Wonderful. Finally. Okay. Now we're back on track, which actually, hole number 1 being such a pain in the ass hurts even more because I'm on 29 pace unless I royally screw this up somehow.
At the finishing hole.
Beatmans, I thank you for calling me out on that because I posted on Twitter and Facebook, did not post on Instagram. Actually, Andy Fox won on Twitter. Mike, Joe, thank you guys. All right, 8-wood. Let's try to end this on a good note because if I end this now and hit a 30 under, actually, let's be honest, I'll probably leave. Either way, I like my chances here. All right. Ooh, that was close. All right, you know what? There's actually a lot of things I got to take care of before I get out of here. This is actually a very clean game, minus hole 1. The hole out on 17, if Danny Boy was here, would tell you that it was probably, it's definitely there. 29 under, that'll put me probably in like 20-something place right now because I don't have a lot of great shot points. But definitely a fun setup for Mystic. If you've never played it, it's a challenging one, but clearly this is game 3 of today's contest, and I have not played Mystic in a long time. So definitely scoreable opportunities here, some fun YouTube opportunities. Continue to send those videos to YouTube when you get a great shot or a hole out on both the mobile game and the arcade game. And we will be back we'll probably be streaming all week. We've got home edition events. We've got the commercial event on Coral Ridge. We have our all hole 10 Freaky Friday coming out, of course, on Friday. And then Teal Gardens, the front nine of Teal Gardens is actually debuting in the mobile game a week from today. So tons of content. Make sure you're following us at Golden Tee on social, goldentea.com. From the Golden Tee Lounge, Kevin Lindsay. I shot a 29. I can't do it again. I can't hit a 30. I most likely will probably try too hard and shoot a 20 under. So for that, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you next time.